We'll teach you how to use the laser cutter to make an original magnet for your refrigerator. First thing that you're going to do is click on Finder, Applications, scroll until you find Inkscape. While that opens, you can go on the internet and look up an image or a photo that you might like to use. It helps to use the word silhouette or drawing. You can also use your own drawing or your own photo. When you find the image you like, right-click by holding Control, save image as, mount hood or something you can remember, put it on your desktop, click Save. In Inkscape, File, Save as your first name, your last initial, magnet. Make sure it goes to your desktop and is an SVG file. Next, we're going to set up the document. The document is going to match the wood that I'm going to give you. Change the display units to inches and the units down here to inches. I'm going to give you a 4-inch by 4-inch square piece of wood. Hit Enter and close the window. Here is a little box showing your little tiny piece of birch plywood I'm going to give you. You can use all of it or you can use some of it. The first thing we're going to do is make a shape for my magnet. I'm choosing a rectangle. You can do that or choose any other shape you like. You can also edit your rectangle by chafing the sides while moving your mouse up and down, pulling this little circle. Feel free to mess around and prototype a whole bunch of different shapes and keep the one you like. I like this one. The size of your magnet will be shown up here. My magnet is 3.4 inches wide and 1.2 inches tall. It might help to have a ruler right next to you so you can look at the ruler and gauge it with your thumb. I'm going to make mine a little bit bigger. That looks great. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to edit the fill and stroke. Make sure your object's selected when you click on Object Fill and Stroke. So right now, as this reads, the laser cutter would etch this and partially burn through it We don't want that. So we're going to get rid of fill. We're going to add stroke paint. Now the laser cutter reads a cut as a hairline red. What that means is a super thin red. We're going to change the thickness of that red later. But for now, pull this toggle over all the way to 255. Next, let's import the image. You can import multiple images if you like. It's entirely up to you. You can also edit your image using the tools over here. Before we go ahead and finalize this image, we need to have the computer scan it and pixelate it. So we're going to go to Path, Trace Bitmap, and make sure that the object's selected, and you should see handles around it. When you click on Trace Bitmap, click Live Preview. You're going to go up here to where it says Single Scan. There are two settings you can toggle and play with until you get the image that you like. Once you see something worth trying, click OK. And pull it down, set it below your image. Click on it again. Object, Path, Trace Bitmap. Try different ideas. Once you have a group of ideas to work with, you can delete your original image. I think I like this one the best. Adding text. Click on the text button, make a box, and type in what you like. You can edit the text by scrolling around and trying out different fonts. Once you find one you like, you can adjust the text size as needed. play around with it until everything is scaled appropriately. So there are two types of graphics going on here. Around your keychain is a vectored graphic that's made up of lines and points. These are going to be pixelated for the laser cutter to etch. One important thing is to take your font, and we want you to click on it and change your object to path. And what that does is it converts your font into a pixelated image so that when we bring it into the PC, it doesn't change the font that you choose. Lastly, click on your vectored line, go to Stroke Style, and we need to change the line width to pixel. And the line width needs to be 0.1 pixels. The laser cutter only reads hairline red. That means super thin, 0.1 pixel, thin or thick lines. Hit enter, and it'll look like it went away. It's still there if you look closely. It's just hairline. Great. When you're done, File, Save, and you can close it out. Your SVG file will be on your desktop. Grab the USB thumb drive from Mr. Getchus, plug it into your computer, and drag and drop it in. Thanks for watching.